5,000 guests invited. Princess Leonor wedding to shake the monarchy. Imagine a royal wedding so grand, so unprecedented, that it defies everything we thought we knew about tradition, power, and the very fabric of monarchy itself. A royal wedding where 5,000 guests, yes, 5,000, are invited not just to witness love, but to step into history. And yet, here lies the twist: this isn't simply a celebration. This is a moment that could shake the monarchy to its core. But why? Why would a joyous union between Princess Leonor, Spain's future queen, and Prince Christian of Denmark, Denmark's crown prince, send tremors through royal houses across Europe? The answer is far more complex than you think. From the very first announcement, whispers spread like wildfire. A wedding of this scale is almost unheard of in modern European monarchy. 5,000 people in attendance, gathered not only from Spain and Denmark but from every corner of the globe. Heads of state, kings, queens, princes, princesses, prime ministers, presidents, celebrities, diplomats, and power players who hold the fate of nations in their hands. Imagine the scene: cathedral bells echoing across Madrid, the streets lined with roses, the Spanish flag waving alongside Denmark's red and white banner, and crowds roaring in unison as Leonor steps forward, the embodiment of youth, duty, and destiny. But behind the glamour, the diamonds, and the sea of gowns and uniforms lies something far deeper. Some say this wedding is a show of strength, a public declaration that monarchy is alive, relevant, and untouchable. Others whisper that it is a desperate gamble, a spectacle meant to silence critics at a time when Republicans grow louder and political divisions sharpen. Could 5,000 guests be the monarchy's boldest statement of resilience, or its greatest mistake? To understand why this wedding matters so much, we need to look at Princess Leonor herself. Born in 2005, the eldest daughter of King Felipe VI and Queen Letizia, Leonor was destined for the throne from birth. Unlike her father, who inherited a kingdom under shadows of controversy, Leonor steps into her role with a fresh, modern aura. She is poised, educated, and admired not only in Spain but across Europe. Every move she makes is carefully watched, every word weighed as a sign of what kind of queen she will become. And then came Christian, the Danish prince with Nordic charm and a legacy just as heavy as Leonor's. Together, they are more than a couple in love. They are the merging of two dynasties, a living symbol of continuity in an age that questions monarchy's place in the world. Yet, even as the world gushes over their union, there are fractures beneath the surface. Leonor's wedding is not just about her happiness, it's about power, politics, and legacy. Why invite 5,000 people? Why open the palace gates wider than ever before? For some, it's a symbol of openness, a monarchy that belongs to the people, not just to a gilded elite. For others, it reeks of excess, a reminder of privilege at a time when ordinary citizens struggle with rising costs and economic uncertainty. Can love truly overshadow politics? Or will politics steal the spotlight from love? As the countdown begins, Spain buzzes with anticipation. Hotels in Madrid are fully booked months in advance. Designers race to finish gowns and uniforms for royal families and dignitaries. Chefs work around the clock to prepare feasts fit for kings and queens. And yet, in private corridors of Zarzuela Palace, tough conversations unfold. Who will be seated where? Which royal families will attend? Which will boycott? And perhaps most critically, what message will this wedding send to the millions who no longer see crowns as symbols of unity but as relics of the past? Consider this: at her wedding, Leonor will not only be a bride. She will be a monarch in waiting, standing at the edge of history. Her choice of dress, her words, even the flowers that line the aisle, every detail will be interpreted as a statement. A wedding that invites 5,000 people is not simply a celebration. It is theater. It is politics. It is history dressed in lace and pearls. But will this theater stabilize the monarchy, or shake it? The day of the wedding promises grandeur on a scale not seen in decades. Picture it: the royal procession through Madrid, carriages glistening in the Spanish sun, security forces lining the streets, thousands of cameras flashing as Leonor waves to the world. Inside the cathedral, voices rise in sacred hymns as she walks down the aisle, her father at her side, tears glistening in his eyes. Queen Letizia, regal yet emotional, watches her daughter step into destiny. Across the aisle, Queen Margrethe and Crown Prince Frederick of Denmark beam with pride, their son Christian awaiting his bride with nervous determination. And surrounding them, 5,000 souls hold their breath as two monarchies become one. But even as the vows are exchanged, questions linger. Can such a massive spectacle truly strengthen monarchy in the eyes of the people, or does it risk alienating those who feel forgotten outside the palace walls? Some argue that grandeur inspires loyalty, while others fear it sparks resentment. And here lies the tension at the heart of Leonor's wedding. Is it the greatest celebration of modern monarchy, or the beginning of its most fragile test? For the next 39 minutes, we will walk you through every angle of this story: the love that binds Leonor and Christian, the political storms brewing in Spain, the traditions that anchor the monarchy, and the unprecedented global attention this wedding commands. We'll dive into the whispers of royal insiders, the debates of politicians, and the emotional weight carried by Leonor herself. We will see the splendor, but we will not shy away from the shadows. Because this isn't just a wedding. It is a turning point. A moment when love collides with duty, when tradition meets modernity, and when 5,000 guests gather to witness not just a union of hearts but the potential rebirth, or unraveling, of monarchy itself. And as the cathedral bells toll, and the rose petals fall, one truth will remain: Princess Leonor's wedding is not just Spain's story. It is Europe's story. It is history in motion. So stay with me, as we unravel the love, the spectacle, the politics, and the power of a wedding that could shake the monarchy forever.